Welcome to the music treasure boxes. To all who could not make today, we recommend that you listen separately on your headphones. This recording is purely for entertainment reasons. We shall now go into the treasure boxes, and David and Jules will tell us which treasure box to enter. Which treasure box shall we go into, David and Jules?
Well, I choose number 1.
A fine choice, Pirate David.
Thank you.
Should I go for one that says MP4? Capitani. Oh.
Those are all films.
Those are all films.
There's no music in that file.
There is no
David,
music
we have
in that
nothing
one.
in this treasure box any good for us.
You've
So,
chosen
no,
wrongly, David.
no,
I shall
the
pass
next.
decision making over to Pirate Jules.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me just tell you, I think that Luke has not submitted anything yet. Holly put something in out of time as well. I also did out of time. There was some confusion with that. And David did something on my out of time. And what was the other? Was it the arrival that you did?
I think, as I'm looking at this, I think I have misunderstood something, because I have been, if you go back to treasure boxes, I have, Libertalia tracking. I have gone in there and put a link.
That's a very advanced.
That's
Yeah, so I think
beyond
I
our
have.
pirate capabilities.
You got it.
No,
None of us comprehended
I noticed I misunderstood everything. So
No, that's great. That's a very it's the next step. It's brilliant.
yeah, well, but I don't know if my files are in the treasure boxes. But
Ooh.
you should look. You should look.
I can see the
Well,
link.
I
But
think
take out of
have
time. Out of time.
out of time. Okay.
So
Shall we start?
I propose you put my file into here as well. So we listen to Jules' file first, and then my my styled one.
Okay.
Okay.
But
So that's the relay.
I don't. But you have to take it from because it's in the yeah.
I got goosebumps just right through me. My whole body was vibrating.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
That took me on such an emotional journey.
Oh, I some things that I found very inspiring going into this from the videos. Um, the webs that Yoel made, that was like a really beautiful thing, and the whole thing about the mirrors, like doing a lot of echoing at the beginning of it. And I also like it, there's like three kind of sections that escalate through it, and I thought that maybe each thing there where it lifts up into a new section could be lifting up into a different section of the sail, like that it can move, like you had a visual moving upwards as the notes start to get higher and higher, and just my thoughts.
In my brain, I've seen lots of circles, kind and an aerial hoop maybe lifting. I don't know if that's possible with the structure that we've got, but I saw lots of circles and kind of being turned and rotated on the ground as well. It felt like time spiraling out of control for me, which was gorgeous.
Well, it's called Out of Time, so perfect.
But also the kind of the circular thing with pi being the circle, the definition of circle, it kind of selfishly resonated in that way for me as well as a character.
We've got a circle prop that we've been looking at having, which would fit very well. Because
and the whole kind of measurement and escalations of measurements and all that kind of stuff. The Fibonacci sequence, spirals, was another thing that was happening inside my head. Yeah, I saw lines in the air vibrating as well, Emma. Yeah, lots of that, and also very visceral as well. It was giving me goosebumps. It was gorgeous.
Thank you.
I want to make a film. It's a film in response to that.
That would be fun. That would be really fun.
Yeah, it really was a bit like a soundtrack, huh? Like it just took you on that journey. I love it. It almost kind of reminds me of one of my favorite songs, actually, which I love. It just has this really nice call and response dynamic to it, which for me as a mover, it just keeps this continuation going, which ties into the circles and the spiral and spinning. So I love it. Really love it.
Shannon, in terms of that sense of movement upwards, how would you see that from the aerial rig perspective?
Movement upwards?
Because Jules was saying she'd see it moving upwards. And
yeah, totally.
But
I mean, it's in my head, it's quite easily done just because of counterweighting and having people lift things up or people up. But yeah, I completely see all of these things happening as I'm listening to it. I guess maybe I should explain that as well. But there's a lot of movement in that piece that you've created, and there's a lot of movement in the structure. So it's gonna work really well to be able to give vision to even more to that piece of music. So
love that.
I don't know if that answers your question.
Yeah, no, it does. It's great.
I really love that it wasn't an easy journey either. I like the discord and difficulty within it as well. It's really, really tasty is probably the word I want to use for that.
Yeah.
Thematically tasty.
Emma and Damien are in the bar. It's a bit early, but and so we've got some beautiful comments here. We've got wow, wonderful. Emma, I saw a lot of lines in the air vibrating, which echoes what Austin you were saying that, and like it was totally vibrating. It was real resonating. People moving on the vibrations, which is the lines, isn't it? And it fits with our spider lines, our spider web lines that we've been talking about. It is very suggestive. I love it. I saw balls that bounce. I love this. It's so humorous. I saw balls that bounce online and moving again, which fits. We could do something like that with the tightrope as well, because we've got the lines of the tightrope. We've got different levels, haven't we? And that you're in the bar. Okay. Thank you. Beautiful comments.
So David added on to this.
He sure did.
Stole it.
Should we go and have a
We're scared.
let's see what he styled? Not stole. He's not a pirate stealer. He's a pirate styler.
But I think you have to, because it's not in the box, so you have to go to the mail.
Ah, okay, yeah. I thought I put it in.
I can't see it.
Oh, I
I
just
can't see it.
Hmm.
Maybe it was rejected because you stole it.
Is that it? The remix, Out of Time remix.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, that was horrible.
What fits is like it's totally Holly's vision. Is you
It's
come into the treasure box, you see what there is, and then you play around with it. It felt like Krillo had been at it.
Yeah, but it sounds like you say it's like it's almost no meaning to listen to it here. You can't hear it.
Yeah.
I've spent so many hours working on this, and you can't hear it.
I listen to it through my computer as well, and there's so many kind of sub levels of stuff that you don't get through Zoom at all.
No.
Can we listen to it and come back?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pity because it's it doesn't give meaning to what I've done. Really.
Let's press pause and we go away and listen to it. So it's on the it should be on the Google Drive. Just
one thing I need to, in terms of compatibility with some devices, M4As didn't work on my phone, which is Android. So there might be some issues for people to hear it if it's not MP3. So just bear that in mind. Some people might still have difficulty hearing it because I had to go onto my Apple Mac to be able to hear that particular format.
Yeah.
So it's in the out of time folder and it's come in at 7:52 p.m. today. So you'll find it. It's called Libertalia Out of Time Remix.m4a. I'm just going to press pause on this and we'll come back in when we've all listened to it.
Yeah, I think it's because I don't used to do that, like things like this, but it happened that I didn't have access to my computer and my studio. So I was working in GarageBand in my iPad, and I really played with it. But I had fun, and it's more. It's really a crock between different styles, you can say. But we are experimenting and trying out things. There are parts that I like, really. But as I felt when you were listening to in the Zoom, I could only hear Jules' wonderful violin and the annoying drum machine. And they sounded really horrible. So you needed this, the bass and the choir coming in the end. You could hear it's a kind of a synthesizer choir. Yeah. Well, that was it. I'm sorry, Julie, to style.
I love it. I think it's great. I think it's really great. It's so exciting to collaborate like that. And maybe as we do it, the more that we do this kind of stuff, it makes sense to send stems and so that we have a little more control when we're adding to stuff of what we want to bring out and like.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe you and me and Luke and Holly should talk about how we share things because it's I don't know how you work, guys. If you work in not GarageBand, the other one. It's called.
Luke does Pro Tools.
Yeah.
And I use Cubase.
Cubase, yeah.
Holly, I'm not sure what she's been. I know she sent something from her phone, but she lives with Luke, so she's got access to Pro Tools when he's got time.
I can understand that, and it's so different also because some musicians are really musicians. They're not used to record and remix, and it's another world, different way of working.
Yeah.
So we have to talk how do we want to work together? It's really interesting.
Yeah.
And for me, this is experiments right now. So then in the end, we see what's happening, what we like and what we don't like.
I can see it working in terms of the performance, having the music with different layers over the top of different elements, so they're feeding back in again. Because there's another life that gets given to the piece through that beat, which will make it very engaging as well for audience. So I can see it mixing through.
Yeah.
To see what Emma and Damien said. It's like two worlds connected through a mirror, one inside and one out of the mirror, speaking two different languages, but they communicate through vibrations. That's lovely. The last two comments are for the remix. Yes, makes sense. It's like one person that goes near the mirror, he touches it and it dissolves. It's the entrance to an interdimensional portal. Austin would dance to it in a field. At Glastonbury. Yes, my spiritual home.
I think it's a very wonderful experiment, David, and I think it's very important as well, because of that. You know, that like you were saying here with the two worlds, it gives a really, really interesting and wonderful dimension that we are working with. So yeah, great, really like that.
Because we're talking about portals and resonance and all of these different kind of metaphysical sort of things, for me the drum and bass was the disruptor to the program, and as at the first listen through, it was Johnny Norway that was there as the disruptor of the vibrations as a character. So there were two characters. One was an elemental character, this kind of external force, the disruptor that's kind of shifting our thinking, our patterns, our program. And the second was Johnny Norway coming in and kind of going, "Fucking hell, shake it up, this is my rhythm." So there were the images that were in my head anyway.
Yeah, and I also been when I was been working on this both the first week and also the second week when I took this piece from Julie. I've been thinking a lot of the theme of Libertalia, because I really want to feel free, you know, and not it's not a disrespect of anything. It's just a sense of freedom, and you can do something, but you can also take it back. It's nothing is so dangerous, and it's also freedom. I was following Julie's piece, and I had this feeling of I have the freedom to follow it all the time, and I also have the freedom to break it, do something completely different. It's freedom, both Libertalia.
Yeah,
it's really interesting.
Yeah, and I think that's so important, because I think the performers have had more time to do that. You know, we've been really exploring so many, and you need that process as well. That's been happening with the characters and the performers and different kind of things that you've been trying. There's been no rules really. So yeah, that's wonderful to get the music to do that as well, because I don't know, music has other rules and we need to break them.
Yeah.
Because what we'll be doing in Bootle, it's, you know, and doing in Gothenburg, they're still work in progress. We can really still mess up. You know, we can experiment, we can explore, we can, you know, that's part of this. Is the whole process is a lab process all the way through. Just to take the pressure off, so that we do still have that space and time to do this, to explore what those overlays could be.
Yeah.
We go in another puzzle.
Yeah, let's go on. Otherwise, it will take the whole night.
Can I just add one thing as you're doing the next thing? I just wanted to say that I would love more of the sort of juxtaposition. I would really love. I don't know where you were on scale of freedom, how comfortable you were, how much you were trying to. Like, I would really love you to just like take that sample Julie's made and really introduce that other world that is kind of coming out as well. I don't know if that's what you plan to do, but I think it's a great idea. So I would really love to hear more of that.
Yep.
I'm just looking to. I was just having a little nosy to see what else was there. Okay, so we're still in out of time because we've got Holly's piece, haven't we? Should we listen to Holly's piece? Admittedly, it comes with a caveat that we're listening on Zoom and we know the sound quality will be different. Oh, it wants me to download. It might improve the quality, who knows? Probably.
I think I'll just I'll put my headphones on and listen to it on the phone. I'll just turn off here.
Alexis, when you turn your sound off, it doesn't sound here. We can't hear it. We can't hear. You have to put your microphone on, Alexis. When you mute your sound, you mute what you're playing as well.
We can't hear.
Yeah.
Alexa, it's working on my computer if you want me to share it.
No, well, let's start from the beginning. I was going to listen again.
Nice. It's like Tibetan bowls. Maybe it is. I don't know. Do you know, Julie?
It's probably
Oh my God.
some bells.
Libertalia, the music festival.
And then there's a gong. They have a gong.
Yeah.
It sounded gong. It was gong meets sinister as well. Those bits which after the gong, they were so spooky. It's just like, I thought, like, I don't know, it felt like there was somebody that was going to come and attack behind me. Very.
Yeah, and she recorded that on her iPhone, and if she records it again into something into a regular DAW, then there will be a lot more low end in it, and it'll be much more exciting for what a gong can be recorded as. So that's another element.
Goodness me.
I like the feeling of, like, you did feel like there was somebody walking around. It was kind of spooky. You felt like that you could almost feel the breathing and the walking and the footsteps, and that was part of probably what made it tense.
Is it the Tibetan Book of Life or Death? It's called, right? Tibetan Book of Death, something like that. I think it says that when you are approaching, when you're coming into some level of death, there are bells, sounds of bells, like this, and they used to have these bowls and sound of bells. I don't know.
Emma's saying it's like a spiritual call that we live in another place, a space without name that goes forward with the resonance, something really intense and with an intangible density. Yeah. It reminded me of conversations we had back in Blackpool about trying to make some sort of sound bath for the audience in terms of the and that was a way of us cleansing the space that we were going to perform in and setting the tone for the entire show. And that was back in a year ago already, that February that we were working. So it's really nice to have that kind of come back. And I agree with Alexis, that Discord and the kind of low vibration is really interesting for the not just the kind of, I didn't feel like something was coming. I almost felt there was a banishing that might have gone on during that as well. We're getting rid of this really dark thing, especially because it resolves with the bells at the end. It was wonderful.
Damien says we're getting rid of the boat because it's. I'm feeling in the moment the boat sink with the chaos and the confusion.
Yeah.
Image-wise, I saw something. I saw things like structures vibrating away from the mast, kind of like long vibrating kind of things going to the ground or around, not connected directly to the mast somehow. Like a parade of a parade of conduits. Going through the audience, kind of with maybe some of those bells attached to them, as an image based thing. Yeah, like big fronds, like almost like grass, but not. I don't know if that's useful or not, but that's what I saw.
I can hear, like, from living on a boat, you can hear the halyards. You get the sound of the halyards banging against the mast. And then you have it's an orchestra because you've got lots and lots of boats in that marina going bing, 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 bing. So I could feel a bit of that as well coming through.
It's the boat party. Whoa. Oh, goodness me.
Anyone else want to add anything before we move on?
There's a lot of things going on, but no, let's keep going. But
Shannon's got something.
From my side anyway. No? Yeah.
No, go on, Shannon. You lean forward. Come on.
Yeah, go. Yeah.
I'm just pacing back and forth, guys. Everyone with me. Actually, that's quite scary. That's very intense to watch. It's actually quite hard for me to say anything. That's probably why I'm doing this, because I don't quite know what it is that I'm trying to say, but that was really powerful. I'm really looking forward to kind of how Julie was saying, that, you know, really when it's recorded in the way that you can really hear that sound, that resonation, like to resonate. But yeah, also this, when this thing came, I was like, yes. And I don't know why I reacted like that, but I did. I was like, yes. So clearly that moment needed that, whatever that was what needed to happen. So not many words. I know that didn't make sense, but that's what I have to say.
I feel like I have to go and lock my back door now.
Do you find it scary?
I think it contributes to the fact that I saw a light moving.
Oh God.
They're not moving a Christmas tree though.
If in doubt, lock your door. If in doubt.
I didn't find it scary. It was more like, you know, the depth is like, you know, the bells calling the depth of the ocean, which is, yeah, I mean, it's daunting and it's powerful, but it's kind of with you somehow. It really is like, it's, you know, supportive in a, I don't know, it's just very, 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 very wonderful sound. I'm looking forward to more of that.
George, did you do any more boxes? Did you do any more treasure boxes?
No, that I didn't get a chance after that first one. It's been like a really hectic week for me. But I plan to, and I will share it as soon as I have it done.
So
You've got another piece, David, isn't it?
David, you can.
I have two more pieces.
Excellent.
Come along.
One is a YouTube clip, and you can find it on you call it breathe.
This one here.
Under. You see the YouTube clip.
This one here.
This there, yeah. So that's a link to YouTube.
Yeah.
Is it moving to YouTube for you? Can you see YouTube?
I'll get into my phone because I got my headphones here, so I'll just.
Just
Yeah.
looking at what Damien wrote, I'm going to read that Damien's first for a change. So, we're in the middle of the ocean with a giant moon. It's calm. The captain sees the stars and then in a moment, some whales, I have whales, appear to talk to him. They warn about things he understands it and analyze the future. He's still calm, but he remembers the storm is always in the sky. I heard the whales.
Yeah, me too.
I saw fog. I saw it being lost in the fog, and a character stuck on the mast and not being able to see the rest of the company, and kind of a lot of aloneness. Actually, in fact, really emotional. Most of that really hit me in the stomach massively.
I think it's fantastic. I really love all of the different sounds that you've pulled out of it, and it's so interesting to watch and to understand what you're doing while you're doing it. It's super cool. Super cool. When you work with that, do you have a way to record it with, like, I don't know, do you ever separate them, like have several mics on it so that you've got different things controlling different sounds?
Yeah, well, no, I use this device. In the beginning, you can see I moved a thing. It's a Zoom. It's called Zoom.
Mhm.
It's this machine, it's like a hard disk with a microphone on. So I made it sound, but it's important that you know that there is no effect on anything, nothing. It's just the sound of the piano. I didn't add any reverb or anything. So it's amazing the space that it can make. That's why I started to sing into the piano, because it's a huge, like a big church.
I love that part particularly. When you started singing into it, it's really beautiful.
Yeah. Well, now when I did this, it was the last Wednesday, not yesterday, the week before. A friend of mine helped me to film it. So I just prepared the piano, and I didn't really know what I was doing. So it was really an improvisation. And I felt, when I watched it afterwards, I felt I was a little bit clumsy. That's why I cut it out some parts that I felt worked. And I think it's important, if you use this kind of way of working with the piano in our piece, I really want to know what to do, what I'm doing, because otherwise it can be a mess, sound. So because I like the sounds of like this, they're really like whales when they woo sound like this. And there are a lot of more sounds. I also like the kind of what is it called? This African thumb piano. Yeah, it's a little bit like this. So
Yeah.
it's useful. It's useful. I think it's useful.
I absolutely love this piece. I mean, it's the third time I watched it, so I had a viewing of it before, and the more I see it, the more it really is that the world, and so many different parts come out. By now, the tin kind of it's just like when you put it across like that, to me it's like it's starting to live. It's like a pirate now, and it really is. I find it so amazing. It would be wonderful to, like you're saying, if it can be designed somehow, so the story that you're telling there. It's beautiful. I love it. Love it.
Emma says, deconstruct the sound, go to his soul, remove the chains, listen to the inner voice, give space to the rhythm, deconstruct the soul into many souls, giving it the freedom to dance. Invitar de Emma. This one. La 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 la. Oh, it's moving around. Hold on. There's lots of things going in. The roles are reversed.
Look at the moon and the sun. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is just insane.
I've been watching them appear. I know. It's brilliant.
Oh my god.
The forms play. Life begins. Invitate de Emma.
This is hilarious.
Time dissolves. We have sun on the wall.
They're just hijacking the musicians session, you know, with a special budget. Auto portante, they've done it again.
It's not the sun, it's gold coins.
Yeah.
The treasure box. They are into the treasure box.
Yeah, they're inside it.
Yes, they're inside it. Does anyone else have anything more before we move on to the next? I mean, that was so powerful. I mean, wow. Oh, wait, we didn't even mention the little woodpecker coming down.
Oh, that was brilliant. Love that.
Yeah, that was like such nostalgia. Such nostalgia.
And I'm planning to buy more of them, so I can, you know, there is a choir of birds.
He's gonna blow the budget.
Going like this. Yeah.
You'll blow the budget on those birds. No.
Great motif, though. Great motif.
We won't have any costumes. We'll just be covered in little budgies like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Shall we wait with the Luke and Holly? Or did they add anything now?
I think that thing that Holly put in is the only thing that went in.
Okay.
Yeah, we've listened to that.
Let's go to your next one, David.
Yeah, it's under. Let me see here. It's They Arrive. It's called They Arrive.
They arrives earlier on, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, somewhere there. Music. No.
You find it?
This one here.
I think.
Yeah. Echo.
No, it's not Echo. No, it's not that one. It's not that one. That was the first thing I made.
That's another one.
No, it's
Harp Wind. No. Visual notes, what's that? Music, there. Oh no, that's Luke. Oh no, that's another one. That's Grillo. But what's that one? Oh no, that was another one.
It really is a treasure box. You really have to find it.
Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry. I misunderstood the whole thing. Let me see if I can find it. Was it there?
Well, there was a David. Did you give it your name? What name did you give it? That'll be a good.
Libertalia. No, I don't think it's that one. No, it's not.
No, it's not that one.
No. Look further up.
Which section?
I think it's called They Arrive.
Okay, so let's look at They Arrive in detail. There's the They Arrive, and it's called They Arrive.
I think so, yes.
There's only one thing called arrive. Maybe it didn't save in it.
Yes, I know it is there. So I'll share it with you. Is it there? I try to do like this. It doesn't work to put it in the chat. I'll send it in an email then.
Email it to me. So, I mean, this is the pirate life, isn't it? It's constantly looking for treasure. 99% looking for treasure, 1% finding it.
Oh, now you have the link in the chat.
It's a good job because it's not come up on email yet. Okay,
No, you have it in the chat.
great.
Does it work?
It's on its way. Hold on. Let me share screen. That'll be your email. long way away there. Came back.
Yeah. Mhm.
I'm a long way away. Someone else is going to have to speak.
It was rubbish. It was
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah.
I felt like I was on a ship in the doldrums, and I was stuck and wasn't moving. And every now and again, somebody would have an idea of what would help, and every idea was that kind of really beautiful melody that popped in. Ba, 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 ba. Those, every time that came in, it felt like somebody had a new thought that was going to help. But that kind of sensation of being stopped for a while was really, really intense and gorgeous, and it was menacing but hopeful at the same time, if that makes sense. Being stuck, it's menacing and it's hopeful. And I feel like we've had a year of that. But that's where I was. In a menacingly hopeful place.
COVID.
It's a Corona feeling on everything, yeah.
Corona music.
It's a COVID feeling.
Corona the opera.
Emma's saying an old woman and a little girl walking parallel on a beach, eating shells, pieces of life. They collect them and form a necklace with it, and they wear it and become one.
Wonderful.
Yeah. The past and the future colliding, I think, definitely.
Yeah, it's, again, I mean, I try to work with this Libertalia theme, and so the bass is in another key. Did you say key?
Mm-hmm.
Tune. It's another tune than the melody.
Mm-hmm.
So it's changing. It's too different. You don't do that because it's F flat, and it's always major. I can't really explain it, but it's a tricky way of playing it. You don't. The harmony is a little bit strange, and this, as you said, it's like a carnival. It's a carnival song, you know. I was imagining something really da 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 Brazil, you know, but it's like the party that it's fucked up, you know. It's just after the party, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I will shut up.
It felt like a really. It felt very jazz. Felt very kind of jazz inspired. I loved it.
Yeah, the Snoopy piano did come in.
I really love this piece. This is the one I'm going to add on to. So when I do, I'll send it to everybody. And yeah.
Are you going to style it?
I'm going to style it.
It was so rubbish. It needs styling.
Rollers. Put some colour on it.
Gorgeous.
Maybe some lipstick on it.
Shannon looks like she's got something to say.
I know. I'm just having a crazy day today.
You're still floaty.
I kind of am. No, I don't have anything to say. I kind of just want to move, I think, is more what I'm feeling like. I want to move. I love what you're doing with the minor and major chords. It's beautiful. Yeah, I just want to move to it, really. That's why I'm moving. Sorry, guys.
We'll just move with you.
It'll be entertaining for the recording, if nothing else.
Let's make it dance. Let's make it dance. A Zoom dance party.
It made me all of the pieces I've heard tonight had made me want to do some response poetry. Definitely, I've not done that for a little while, so I'm going to go and get the lockdown poet out and write some poems.
Is it okay if I share these on the? I'm just aware we've got so many beautiful films and music. Can we stick them on the Collective Moves YouTube, or are people? I'm asking permission because you can say no. You might feel that they're not ready.
Yes, of course. For me, it's okay to share what I've done. It's okay.
Jules?
Yeah, me too. It's all good.
That's brilliant.
I mean, it's important. It's work in process. So I mean, it's no.
Yeah.
Which is right. You know,
You just know that.
the original video because I'll need to re-upload it because I can't do it. I'm not technical enough to know how to connect YouTubes. Don't think you can. I don't know. Somebody will be able to. But no, that would be great.
David, can I ask you something about the last one?
Of course.
Did you do it to a click? What tempo did you set if you did?
Yes, I work in Logic mostly. So yes, I had. I think I had a click. Yes. Or maybe it's possible that I put I had a drum beat on.
Okay.
And then I removed it just to have it.
Yeah. If you get a chance, can you let me know what your metronome marking was?
Yes, I can do that.
Okay.
That's not difficult. But I have it in my computer, and that's it in the studio. So I don't have it now.
Okay. All good.
So many pirate actions going on. This is how we pirate. Not co-creation, pirating.
Yeah. I was thinking one thing earlier today that we could have SoundCloud for Libertalia.
That'd be wonderful. Yes.
So we could put up, because it's easier if anybody's with their iPhone or telephone, you can listen to it wherever you are.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's helpful because sometimes
it's a great idea. Perfect. Yes.
Yeah.
I can set up an account and then share the passwords. It's what I could do with the Collective Moves YouTube as well.
Yeah.
And then you have sort of control. That's what I'll do. I mean, I'll put the stuff up that we've got, and then I think then everyone's got control of what we're doing. I think that's brilliant, SoundCloud. Brilliant.
Yeah, and it's so nice just to be able to put them on and listen, while walking along by the island or wherever. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Great.
Look at you, man. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's amazing. Such fantastic work, and such a variety as well. So rich in story and in character and everything, and sound. It's wonderful. Really, really great. So good.
I'd love to hear some other people's voices on top of it as well.
Yeah.
If people have got some words or song or things that could go on, that'd be quite.
Yeah, I was really close to make an opera of Julie's piece before. And I was doing it, and I was starting to sing this opera in fake Italian. And it was a lot of about boats and Libertalia, but everything fake, not really Italian. So, but I wasn't in my studio. I made this, but it's not too late. I can do it later.
Yes. We'll have a special party for that one.
Yeah.
I'll bring some rum. I'll bring some rum for that session for sure.
No Italian lesson, because otherwise it would be Italian.
Well, not
It has
with
to be
Damien.
fake.
No, not with Damien's Italian lessons. It goes off on tangents.
So,
Get the word gelato in.
oh, he's looking very serious. Intangible Italian. Exactly.
Are you still in Argentina, Autoportante? Are you still in Argentina? Yes. Okay.
Have you got any more yellow circles behind you?
Only the person knew what's going on. Goodness me.
Oh, painting's happening as we've been doing. It's amazing.
I did see those circles rising before. That's brilliant.
Oh.
Well, thank you, everybody. It's 21:20 or 22:20, or I have no idea what time it is in Argentina. And we should sign off. I think we've got some bedtime listening of this music. I'm going to re-listen. Oh my goodness, it's 6:21, 6:21, 21, 20. Yeah, okay.
6:21 in Argentina.
6:20, 21.
Oh my God! Is that when the sun and the moon comes out? What's going on? Painting yellow circles at 6 o'clock in the morning. What's going on? This is just bloody. It's getting out of time for real.
What a country. We're all coming. You stay there. We're coming.
I'm loving the circles. Okay. I got my nighttime tea coming on. See if I can slow down and get some rest tonight. After all of this, it's like, come on! Whoa! Whoa! I don't know what's going to happen in these dreams.
I can't take it on because it's so good. Can't take it all on.
Also, has got it. That's exactly that. Yes. I don't want any more advice from Mr. Tolle. Not having any more of that. So bringing the music on. Won't listen to him.
Julie,
Okay, well, I miss your mouths, Autoportante. We miss your mouths, but it's okay. We can imagine.
yeah. Julie, let me know if you need something, if you want to work with my piece.
Yeah, I will.
Do you want me to send it with click?
Sure. That well,
I can send the different word version.
a separate track of click would be great.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, it's separate. I think I recorded the left hand and the right hand separate.
Oh, interesting. I was wondering that. Like, did you pan them at all? It would have been
No. I mean that's for the scores. So so I can write the scores afterwards.
Yeah.
But so it's digital. It's not analog piano.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Cool.
So I can also send a digital file if you want.
Okay, that would be great.
Okay.
Is there anything else we need for the musicians, like the next step or something? Or we're just meeting at the next lab and that's it? I don't know. We got to.
Oh well, yeah, that's a good question. How do we move on from here?
It's a good question.
What's happening next?
I think it would be really interesting to. I don't know. It seems like you and I maybe have more time than Luke and Holly right now. They've got a lot going on. And maybe
Yeah.
maybe we can swap back and forth and like work on one thing together and like piece it together.
Of course.
Yeah, that would be fun. That would be really fun.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
I don't always have access to my studio where I have my computer and the keyboard and everything, but on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and sometimes in week,
Okay.
I used to be. Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll try to send you something before next Tuesday or Wednesday, and then you can take a
Yeah,
look.
just, I mean, no rush. I mean, it's has no meaning to stress.
Okay.
Diana's totally in the Am world. She's gone. She ventured there. She's there. It'll be nice to see.
Woo!
We'll go and enter the Am world soon. Apart from Emma and Damien, who are in the Moon and Sun world.
Going into the rays.
They're pulling down the sun. Oh my god. Well, we did say it was a bit of a white wall.
I think they're setting this all up. I think it's just like a conspiracy, isn't it? They just prearranged everything.
Or is it coronavirus on the wall?
Yeah. It's the new version. What is it? The new
It's
one.
It's the Argentinian mutation.
Yeah, the Argentinian.
It's very dangerous.
It
So you
comes
have
in
to leave.
yellow.
You have to leave now. Leave. It's dangerous.
Oh wow. Oh my God, people. I can't believe everything that we've been journeying through the last, year or so. Incredible. Oh God. And it's only the beginning, as they say.
Voyage across the ocean. We just met in Wales tonight. It's great.
Oh, my tea bag broke. No, that's not good.
Okay.
Okay.
On that note.
Hi, everybody.
Bravo, 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 bravo.
Gorgeous
Have fun.
musicians. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.